What's the dumbest way you've been injured? I've been injured. The dumbest ways. Which one do I even start with? Okay, I guess I can say this story. So, I remember going around at the speed of sound with my bike, and there was a steep, hill. So, you know, you go downhill, and, it's great, it's fun. I used to, you know, go around, spin, and I pretended that I was a sports athlete, and I was doing narrations. Oh, Kronii is in the lead, and will she be able to take a right turn at the highest speed? And I didn't use the brake because, you know, I kept doing it over and over. I thought I could do it flawlessly. And I didn't. It did not make a turn. I realized that if you go too fast, it won't turn. And at the end of the road, it's a dead end. It's just a pit full of rocks. And I flew in the air for maybe about 5 seconds. You know, in those movies, how everything goes in slow-mo when you're in the air? It was exactly like that. I was off from the seat, I just flew, and a crash. I broke my bicycle. The brake hinges were just off, and I got a big bruise. Someone asked me if I was okay after seeing all that, and I just kind of brushed it off and said, I'm fine. And I limped all the way back home. Good times. As for the other, a lot of accidents with the bike. One of them being that I had a short-term amnesia. What else? I was also eating an apple on one hand while going downhill because I got too cocky with myself, and there was a car that was, you know, coming up. So I pressed on the brakes, and since I couldn't steady myself with just one hand, I fell. And I got my DNA, my flesh and blood all over the floor. Not all over the cement. I just grinded my skin into it. And the kids were looking at me in horror. But I just brushed it off. I said, I'm good. And I had to go back home anyway, so I coped. When I went back home, there was gravel embedded in my skin. It was just a whole hunk of flesh. Tried to put band-aids on it, didn't work. But of course I would wash it first. I didn't disinfect it. That would hurt. But it didn't get infected, so yeah, just water's fine. What was bloody water? Oh yeah. I have so many bike incidents. Yeah. And then this other time I went too fast and I fell and my helmet split into two. That was funny. Yeah. How many scars do I have? I have 2. Still, yeah. And then this other time I had short-term amnesia was I went to a summer camp at one point. And we did mountain biking. It was my first time doing mountain biking in the middle of the forest. And they all went down flawlessly, and they told me that I could do the same. I kind of doubted that since there were roots, making it all bumpy, and I thought I was gonna die, but everyone went, so I thought, why not? So I did it, and oh bam, I crashed right into a tree and I blacked out. When I woke up, I was in the infirmary, and they asked me, "Hey, do you know who you are?" And it was such a stupid question, and I was gonna say, "Yeah, obviously, my name," and I couldn't remember. My brain was telling me that it was such an obvious answer. It's at the tip of my tongue, but I don't remember. And they asked me, "Do you know where you are? Do you know where you live?" And it was scary, because it feels like you can say everything at the tip of your tongue, but you just can't tell them. Yeah, that was scary. But after a few minutes, it started coming back, and I was like, "Oh, my name, it was Kronii, and I live here. This is here." And then the doctor just went, "Okay, yeah, I get you." Yeah, good times. I had a lot of good times in my life. But guess what? I've never cried in any of them. Flex. Which is probably why the kids looked at me like I was not human. And they're right, I am not human. I don't feel pain. Pain is for a mortal being.